Does RHONJ's daughter Giudice choose to forego a career in law in favor of something else entirely? Following in her father Giudice's footsteps, the Rutgers University alumna planned to practice law and aid those in need. But now that she has put it on hold, will she ever go after her dream? On the other hand, has anything else presented itself that she just cannot refuse? Read on for additional information. Could Giudice be leaving law school for a new profession? Whatever Giudice was doing in her personal life, her fans wanted to know. After she graduated in May 2023, they were aware of her strong desire to go law school. Her family was elated that she was a proud Rutgers University student. She wished to assist others in a similar predicament following her father, Giudice's incarceration and subsequent deportation. Even if people didn't always pay attention to her, she still managed to take time off and have a presence on RHONJ. They mistook Gias for a housewife and thought she meddled too much. Ultimately, Gias clarified that, at the moment, she was concentrating on being an influencer. The job was enjoyable and far less demanding than law school. It made perfect sense for Giudice's oldest kid, as she had endorsement deals and was heavily involved in social media product promotion. Making It in Manhattan is a Bravo series that will include Gias and other famous children, as well as children of Bravolebs. But she's also pursuing a completely different line of work, one that has nothing to do with law. Monsters and Critics reports that Giudice is launching her restaurant empire. Teresa, who is hoping to locate a place by the end of 2024 with the support of her girls, particularly Gias, expresses her optimism that Gias will be involved. My sister would also like to work there and lend me a hand. And the females as well. Thus, it would be just the two of us, the gals. Meanwhile, Teresa can't stop gushing about her daughter's incredible success as an influencer. She was the one who reassured Gias that she had plenty of time to prepare for the LSATs. "Listen, you have your whole life ahead of you," she told Gias. She did very well in college, and I told her, "You know what? Take a break and concentrate on your influencing career. Then you can go back to studying and take your LSATs again." Supporters urged Gias to de-emphasize fans, still long for Giudice's unfiltered style. No matter how often she updates her social media accounts. Her supporters would like it if she would tone down her dramatically plumped lips, which have made her look excessive. There's no need for the lip products because you're quite attractive anyway. Return to your studies and get a life. Thank goodness you're not your mom. Despite the fact that everything else is phony, those eyes are breathtaking. Her mouth is completely unruly. It's time to put an end to your mother-like duck lips, please. Oh my gosh. Stop. I really hope that Gias finds a career path that truly suits her and allows her to flourish. Even if it isn't the law, that's okay. It is of utmost importance that she finds fulfillment in her work. Imagine a restaurant managed by Gias and her mom. Moreover, in your opinion, is that the best option for them? When Giudice was just a little girl twirling on the Real Housewives of New Jersey set, belting out "Waking Up in the Morning" at her parents' kitchen table, no one could have predicted how fiercely she'd grow up to guard her own future. The oldest daughter of Teresa Giudice has spent her entire life under Bravo's spotlight, living out every family scandal and triumph in front of millions. For years, Gias made it clear she wanted to step away from the chaos and build her own path, one far from table flips, shady reunions, and viral memes. After all, who could blame her? The Giudice family's legal troubles are a housewives legend. Her father Joe's deportation battle, her mother's prison sentence, moments so raw they became reality TV lore. So when Gias proudly announced she was headed to law school after graduating from Rutgers, fans applauded. Finally, the Giudice legacy would turn a page. The same little girl who watched her family fight courtroom battles was going to be the one to fight for justice herself. It felt poetic. But now, rumors are swirling that the eldest Giudice might be rethinking that plan. and fans are equal parts intrigued and worried. It started when Gia posted a string of cryptic Instagram stories last month, moody selfies in trendy studios, behind-the-scenes shots at photo shoots, and clips of her hyping up a big project with her best friends. Instead of nose-deep in textbooks, she seemed to be hopping on planes for influencer events and hinting at collabs with major fashion brands. Naturally, the Bravo rumor mill went into overdrive. The speculation only ramped up when a fan account posted a blurry paparazzi snap of Gia stepping out of a Manhattan talent agency. The caption read, "Law school or modeling contracts, what's up, Gia?" Some fans were supportive. "She's young, let her explore her options. Maybe she'll do both. She's a Giudice, they're tough." Others were less forgiving. So much for wanting to help people like her mom. Another spoiled influencer living off her name. Inside the Giudice inner circle, the whispers are more complicated. A family friend says Teresa has mixed feelings about Gia's possible career pivot. Teresa has always wanted her daughters to be independent and strong, but she also loves the idea of Gia being a lawyer. It felt like redemption, you know. After everything they went through with Joe, it meant a lot to her that Gia wanted to fight for families like theirs. But at the end of the day, Teresa also knows she can't control Gia anymore. She's grown. If you've watched RHONJ over the years, you know Gia has never been the kind of kid you can box in. She's sharp, ambitious, and fiercely loyal, traits she got from her mom. But she's also got her dad's rebellious streak. If the last few months are any clue, Gia's forging a career path that might be more unique than anyone expected. One person who's definitely in her corner, her longtime boyfriend, Christian Carmichael. They've been spotted traveling together and supporting each other's dreams since college. A source close to Gia says, Christian has always said he'd support Gia no matter what she does. He knows how much pressure she's under. He tells her all the time that she shouldn't feel stuck just because the public expects her to fix the family name. It's not just Instagram stories and rumors either. Insiders say Gia has been in talks with a major New York-based lifestyle brand to launch her own line of casual chic wear. Think cozy sets, matching sweatsuits, and Gia G caps. She's also reportedly considering a podcast, which she'd host with a few other Bravo kids, covering what it's really like growing up on reality TV. If it's true, it's a savvy move. Gia has always had a built-in fan base. She's the relatable oldest sister who carried her mom through some of her darkest days. She's the girl who turned a cringy childhood song into a viral TikTok anthem. She knows exactly how to flip attention into influence and profit. But what does all this mean for her legal dreams? When a reporter caught up with Teresa after a recent RHONJ taping, she brushed off the question. Gia's young, she has time to do it all. She's smart, she's got a good head on her shoulders. Whatever she does, I'm proud of her. Behind that proud smile, though, insiders say Teresa is hoping Gia doesn't walk away from the law entirely. Teresa feels like if Gia becomes a lawyer, it's proof they survived the worst. It's not just about the degree, it's about everything they've overcome, says the source. Some of Gia's cousins, and even a few of her RHONJ castmates, have teased her on social media. Millennia, never one to keep her mouth shut, went live on TikTok and joked, Gia thinks she's Kim Kardashian now. Maybe she'll pass the bar next decade. Fans laughed, but some wondered if there was truth to the sibling shade. And what does Gia say? So far, she's stayed mostly quiet, dropping only hints about new opportunities and posting inspirational quotes about finding your passion, not your prison. In a recent Q&A, when asked if she's done with law school for good, Gia smirked and said, "Let's just say, you never know what life's gonna throw at you. But I promise I'm not done dreaming." For now, she's a 23-year-old with the world at her feet. Maybe she'll find a way to balance it all. Law school textbooks stacked next to mood boards for her clothing line. Maybe she'll take a break, ride the influencer wave, and come back to the courtroom later with more perspective. Or maybe, just maybe, Giudice will be the one to rewrite what Giudice family legacy really means. One thing is for sure, love her or side-eye her, Bravo fans can't stop watching. From her first solo on camera as a teary preteen to this sassy, unstoppable young woman chasing big dreams, Gia is proving, once again, that she'll always do things her own way. Please inform us by leaving a comment below.